Figured this would make a decent, quick little video. Top of the workbench is just looking real dry. So the spot where I usually oil stuff isn't looking too bad, but right here it's looking a little dusty and dry. So we're just gonna throw some BLO on it and give it a nice coat. Already got it out for oiling an axe. So. And if you've heard me in another video say it's a polymerizing oil, this is what I mean. It turns into like a polymer, like a plastic, right? So that's why boiled linseed oil is one of the preferable choices for handles, because it cures, right? Olive oil, it's not going to polymerize. Like mineral oil, not going to polymerize. Teak oil, I believe, tung oil, walnut oil, those are all polymerizing oils. Boiled linseed oil. So, let me get a rag here. Probably only going to do about half the bench at a time, just because I've got stuff going on the other half. And if you're ever curious about this workbench, obviously I built it myself, but I just used a bunch of reclaimed wood. The base here on the frame is actual like 2x6 out of a barn that was on my parents' property that was coming down. So I took the lumber from that, and then the top of it is actually some 2x6 rafters. That were obviously more modern produced, but they were on a kind of like lean-to lumber storage shed type thing that was on my property when I moved in. So when I tore that down, kind of make room for some other stuff that we were doing, I saved those and kind of reclaimed them and turned them into the top of this workbench. It's worked really well. If you see here, I've got the stretchers, I guess you'd call them. Kind of followed some designs from Rex Krugers, I believe it's the English Joiners workbench, with the idea that he had of kind of like notching those out so they sit. So this 2x6 obviously sits not quite the full width, but you know, it sits that far down, and there's a notch, so that screw drives into the bottom half of it, supports the bench all the way along. It's a super solid workbench. I'm very happy with it. If something were to happen to it and I'd need another workbench, I'd probably follow a really similar design, with the next build. So yeah, works really well for what I use it for.